Hi guys, welcome back. Let's pick an England team to face Argentina next week. It's going to be Argentina's do or die game, having just lost to France. England have had two quite comfortable wins, but this will be their first big test, so it'll be a big crunch game. Now Argentina are going to be very strong in the set piece, as we've seen, driving line-outs, very physical, so England need to match that. I don't think we'll see an England team that's going to play and move the ball around as much as they did against the USA. They're definitely going to look for control before they try any of that sort of stuff. So this is the team I think is best to take on Argentina. I'll pop it up all on the side and I'll go through why. So first of all, I'm going for Marler to start. Vunipola is fit. Now I'm not going to start him straight away, I think that would be a mistake, but I do think he needs to come on the bench and play some minutes. Genge's been brilliant, although his one weakness has been shown possibly in the scrum still, and against Argentina's big scrum maybe it's a better idea anyway to play Vunipola. Plus we need to see if Vunipola can really hack it. Is that hamstring going to hold up? Yes, he's past fit, but we need to test him. So 15-20 minutes for Vunipola, I would say. Marler's looking very strong, very in the scrum, so easy one for me there. Jamie George's been looking great and Cowan-Dickey's been backing him up very well. We've hardly seen anything of Singleton, but certainly George Cowan-Dickey is the first and second choice hooker. Sinkland's been fantastic. He is absolutely miles ahead of Dan Cole in my opinion. Scrummaging's been good, his offloading's good, his handling, his running, he's a class act. Cole's there on the bench. Certainly if England's scrum are creaking, you could bring him on for sure. Plus of course there's no one else. In the second row, close, but I think Itoje Cruz is England's best second row still. It's the best balance. I think Cruz has been playing well, very technical. Itoje's actually been as good as I've ever seen him, so that's great news. Launchbury was okay against the USA, but I think Laws absolutely is the athlete and the impact player, so I'd go for those three and Launchbury would miss out. Back row, got to include Wilson for me. I think he's unbelievable, really high work rate. He will edge it over Underhill, who I'm quite happy to take on the bench as cover, even though Ludlam's been great. You know, pecking order, I think Underhill will go above him. Curry at 7's looking better and better every game. Billy V is going to be very fit. He's going to have a nice little break after, what's it, 7 games in a row or 6.5 games in a row for him, so he should be fit and firing on all cylinders. Very happy with that pack, that it can hold its own against Argentina. Then as the game goes on, I'd hope they'd expand and see some of that handling. Into the backs. Now half back. Now Hines has probably actually been playing better than Youngs, but I don't think you change it now. Youngs is the experience, he starts, Hines comes in, whose pass looks a little quicker, he looks a little bit sharper to the ruck. So yeah, you get a bit of impact, but essentially Hines is playing a bit better. Let me know if you'd start him. Then, what do you do in the midfield? What do you do with 10? Do you go Ford Farrell? Do you play Farrell at 10? Well, Ford's actually playing the best out of the 10s, I think, slightly as well. But I don't want to play Ford Farrell because I think there's just a few too many weaknesses there. It's got lots of positives, but it is smaller, it is slower, there's less running threat there. And I want to see Tuilagi and Joseph going together. They're the form centres for me by far. Farrell's done okay at 12, but Tuilagi's been amazing. Joseph, I think, has been as good as I've ever seen him. And you can't really drop your captain, so I'll go Farrell, Tuilagi, Joseph midfield, Ford to come on, Farrell covering the centres. Very happy with that. Francis might be banned anyway. Slade doesn't look like he's recovered from his knee knock, so it was a combination of 3 of those 4 anyway. And you can always move to Ford Farrell later in the game, so that's fine. In the back 3, I'm actually pretty happy that I know the best back 3. May, Watson, Daly. Daly at fullback. It's the best aerially, they're the most experienced, they're unbelievably quick. Sure, you don't have the size of Thokanasiga, but he has been found out a few times high ball defensively. That's fine, he's a bit younger, bring him on as an impact sub. You might see Noel sneak onto the bench, I guess, to give him a run. Thokanasiga's been playing great and deserves to be in that team, but they may run Noel just to get him some game time. But Conahey's been solid. Not a lot more. Once Noel is fit, you know, it then begs the question, why is McConaughey there? But he's done fine, don't get me wrong. Okay, so that's my team. I think they'll start very controlled, play a kicking game, look to control aerially, look to at least match the set piece, maybe make a bit of a mess of the line out as well, and then they've got the option of opening out, moving forward and Farrell together at some point, and hopefully going away with the game a little bit later in the game. But I think it's going to be quite tense, quite controlled to start with, a bit of an arm wrestle. Hopefully England can come out on top. But anyway, let me know what you think of that selection and if you would do anything different. Okay, until the next round of games, I will catch you later.